So first of all, voltage regulation. The voltage regulation of the transformer is defined as the difference between the secondary terminal voltage between no load to full load at the primary voltage kept constant. So this is the voltage regulation. See, voltage regulations means what? In general language, what will be the effect of different load on the voltage of the transformer? Sometimes what happen, you also observe, and I have given one example for you. In our home, when we just switch on different loads or high rating load, so there will be a fluctuations in the voltage, right? These fluctuations in the voltage can be observed by looking at the intensity of bulb. So when we just on some high rating appliance at our home, so there will be reduced in the voltage, and we can observe by the intensity of the bulb. For example, if you on the mixer, if you on electric iron, if you on electric geyser, some high rating loads in the home, sometimes refrigerator, washing machines, right? So we just observe that some intensity of the bulb will get reduced. So this is what there is an effect on the voltage due to the resistance present in the load. Same thing happens to the transformer also. When we connect different types of load to the secondary of transformer, and when we gradually increase that load, there will be reduced in the voltage. So voltage regulation is the parameter that with the help of this parameter we can just observe what will be the effect of load on the voltage. So this is called voltage regulation, right? So it is defined as the change in the voltage or the difference in the voltage at the secondary terminal from no full load by keeping the primary source voltage constant, right? So mathematically it will be given by E2 minus V2 by E2. In terms of percentage, we can calculate it. So E2 minus V2 by E2 multiplied by 100. So this is percentage voltage regulation. Now what is E2? E2 is the secondary terminal voltage at no load. Remember this point. At no load, म्हणजे कुठल्याही प्रकारचा लोड ट्रान्सफॉर्मरला कनेक्ट केलेला नाही, त्यावेळेला आपल्याला जी व्होल्टेज मिळणार आहे सेकंडरीला, दॅट इज E2. And when we connect load at the secondary or say the full load, म्हणजे पूर्ण लोड कनेक्ट केला, सपोज ट्रान्सफॉर्मर 10 kVA चा असेल तर आपण 10 kVA चा लोड कनेक्ट केला आहे, फुल लोड, राईट. हाफ लोड असेल तर 10 kVA चा ट्रान्सफॉर्मरला आपण 5 kVA चा लोड कनेक्ट केला आहे. दिस इज हाफ लोड. त्याच्यात बरंच असतं मग 75% लोड, 80% लोड, 40% लोड, 60%, different. So that much amount of load we have connected to the transformer. So here just consider full load. At that time the secondary terminal voltage is V2. So this is from no load to full load. So there is a difference, right? And on the denominator, as we are going to see, the percentage E2 in multiply by 100. So this will be the voltage regulation. E2 minus V2 by E2. E2 is no load terminal voltage, V2 is full load terminal voltage. So ideally, the voltage regulation should be 0. Look at this point again. Ideally, in ideal case, the percentage voltage regulation should be 0. Now look at how. Ideally, what should be there? There should be no losses, and if no losses are occurring, then E2 is equal to V2. Whatever the no load voltage, same is the full load voltage. Load किती वाढवला तरी voltage same असला पाहिजे, त्याचा ड्रॉप नाही झाला पाहिजे. This is the ideal case, but practically this does not happen. The voltage regulation will have some values like 2%, 4%, 5%, 10%, even 15%, like that, right? So remember in MCQs it may ask what is the ideal voltage regulation of the transformer. So it will be 0. E2 minus V2. So in that case E2 is equal to V2 in ideal case. No load voltage and full load voltage should be same. But practically, due to resistance, due to losses, there will be voltage drop. Now, by looking at this curve of effect of different load on the voltage regulation, we'll come to know what will happen to the transformer secondary voltage. Where is the pointer? Okay. So, look at that. This is the load current IL. It depends on the load that we have connected on the secondary of transformer, and this is the terminal voltage that you can say it is a V2, secondary terminal voltage. So versus load current. Now we are increasing loads over the transformer. And what will be the effect on the secondary terminal voltage? That we can observe by this curve. And again, we are considering different types of load, like that is leading power factor, unity power factor, and the lagging power factor, right? That means, tell me, leading power factor means which type of load? Unity power factor means which type of load? And lagging power factor means which type of load we are going to connect. Yes, can anyone give an example? Leading power factor load where current is leading voltage. Yes, no one?
Sir, when we connect an
Leading power factor means kutla load? Inductive, capacitive, resistive?
Capacitive.
Capacitive. Lagging power factor means? Lagging power
Inductive.
inductive load. And unity म्हणजे resistive. बरोबर? ठीक है. So what happens in the leading power factor? We know capacitive load, and we know that capacitor stores the charges. So whenever we use capacitive load at the end of the transformer, at the secondary of the transformer, so there will be increased voltage. तो जो इफेक्ट असतो त्याच्यात काय होतं, कॅपॅसिटर आपण कुठेही कनेक्ट केला तर आपल्याला माहिती आहे की स्टोअर करतो तो एनर्जी, आणि त्याच्यामुळे काय होतं की आउटपुट व्होल्टेज वाढते, कमी नाही होत. लीडिंग पॉवर फॅक्टर देतो आणि तिथे ती आउटपुट व्होल्टेज वाढते. बरोबर, व्होल्टेज इज इन्क्रीजिंग. सो at that point, whenever the leading load is connected to the secondary of transformer, we can see there will be increased voltage. 230 असेल तर 235 होईल, 240 होईल, 245 होईल. कॅपॅसिटरचे जेवढं मायक्रोफॅरेड मध्ये रेटिंग जास्त असेल तेवढे ते व्होल्टेज वाढेल. See, if the power factor is unity, that means resistive load, then what we are getting, there will be a voltage drop which is IR. V is equal to IR. So IR drop will be there, and the output voltage will be less than the terminal voltage. Sorry, the terminal voltage will be less than the induced voltage. So here we can also see the graph is dropping in nature. And third one is the lagging power factor, inductive load. Again, in inductive load, there will be a much drop in the output voltage. Why drop in the output voltage? Inductance just opposite the voltage. It just opposite the changing voltage which is applied around it. And again, there will be a resistance. As I told you, practically every conductor is having some resistance. Even if it is a copper conductor, there is a winding, there is a resistance. So resistive effect is there, inductive effect is there, and due to that, their combination, the resultant voltage will be drop. So this is what much drop in the voltage as compared to the unity power factor. And what do you see? This dotted line, this is the ideal case, right? Ideally, the voltage is constant. VPH is equal to EPH. That is E2 is equal to V2. We can say this point, which is the ideal. There will be no change of the load current on the terminal voltage. So this is the ideal case. This dotted line you can observe, this is the ideal case. But practically we have leading unity power factor or lagging load, right? So there will be a different effect on the secondary voltage. Okay, so this is what the effect of different load on the voltage of the transformer. So we can observe by this curve. So hope you understood this topic. If you have any question, you can ask. Then next, we have efficiency of the transformer. Now you are knowing this, how efficiency can be calculated. A very simple formula for it. It is the ratio of output power to the input power. Very simple, which is called the efficiency, denoted by eta. See, this is not N, this is eta, a Greek word, right? So this efficiency can be calculated by the output power divided by input power. If both output power and input power are equal, so what we can say, efficiency is 100%. There are no losses. जितका आपण इनपुट देतोय तितका आपल्याला आउटपुट मिळत आहे. But you know that practically again this thing cannot be possible. Every machine, even human being, cannot give 100%. There will be some minor losses can be occurred. Every machine, you consider mechanical device, electrical, whatever you have, electronics, there will be some losses, and due to that it doesn't give 100% output. It may give you 99.9% output, but not 100% because of these electrical losses. Same thing for transformer also. Due to the losses present in the transformer, practically the efficiency cannot be 100%. Because of there are losses. So we can just represent this efficiency in terms of the losses. So what we can have, output divided by output plus losses. What is input? Input is equal to output plus losses. Remember this. And what is output? Input minus losses. हे लक्षात ठेवा. Input is equal to output plus losses and output is equal to input minus losses. Input मधनं losses काढले तर आपल्याला काय मिळत आहे? Output मिळत आहे. बरोबर. आउटपुट मध्ये लॉसेस मिळवले तर काय मिळेल आपल्याला? इनपुट मिळेल. So this is what the rearrangement. So you can make different formulas with this ratio. Again in detail, we have two losses, iron loss and copper loss. So let us separate it. So output divided by output plus iron loss plus copper loss. So in more detail. Now we'll just put the formulas or the notations for these parameters. So let us have the percentage efficiency eta. Percentage eta is equal to output power. Now we know that output power will be in terms of the active power, not only the apparent power we have. Why? Because at the output we are connecting load. जोपर्यंत आपण लोड कनेक्ट करत नाही तोपर्यंत आपण इफिशियन्सी कॅल्क्युलेट करू शकत नाही. नो लोडला आपण काय कॅल्क्युलेट करणार इफिशियन्सी? It doesn't mean, right? So we need to connect a load, then we'll calculate the efficiency. No load ला काय असेल, करंट 0 असेल, आउटपुट पॉवर 0 असेल, तर आउटपुट बाय इनपुट कसं कॅल्क्युलेट करणार आपण? नाही करू शकत. लोड केल्यानंतरच आपल्याला इफिशियन्सी कॅल्क्युलेट करायची. आणि लोड कनेक्ट केला तर आपल्याला लोड पॉवर फॅक्टर पण कन्सिडर करायचं. म्हणून इथं आपण ऍक्टिव्ह पॉवर घेतो, अपरंट पॉवर नाही घेतो. ठीक आहे, लक्षात घ्या. So active power is V2 I2 cos phi 2 divided by again output power V2 I2 cos phi 2 plus iron loss plus copper loss. So we have put it all the notations. So this is the complete formula to calculate the efficiency.